So 3 space.
No.
Okay, everyone, we're going to go ahead and do our 9th game of Jeopardy on the Nintendo Wii, in which so far in only 8 games I've racked up $1,349,871. Am I going to win more? Let's find out right now. All depends on my luck, and the categories are on my side.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone. This is Jeopardy! Here are today's contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek. Thanks, Johnny. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck. Here we go into the Jeopardy round.
Let's play.
And we have one daily double awaiting you in these categories. Insect invasion. Historic women. Yo, Jimmy. Baseball franchise shifts. Inty Fresh. And mythology. Player 1.
Let's have baseball franchise shifts for 200.
In 1958, the Dodgers and this team moved west to California. Yes, Player 1. Use the Wii remote.
I will say for the Giants.
Direction on the plus control. That's right.
Baseball franchise shifts for 400.
Player 1, back to you. The Braves spent 82 seasons in Boston and more than 40 in Atlanta, with a 13-season stop in this city. Okay, Player 1.
What is Milwaukee?
That's it.
Baseball franchise shifts for 600.
You again, Player 1. In 1955, the Philadelphia Athletics moved to this city, where they remained for 13 seasons. Player 1.
What is Oakland?
Nope.
Darn.
Anyone else?
Darn.
Here's the response we were looking for. Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City, okay. Baseball franchise shifts 800.
We return to you, Player 1. After the 1960 season, the Washington Senators left the capital and headed west to this town. It's Player 1.
What is Houston? Oh, no.
Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Minneapolis.
Oh, Minneapolis. All right, let's just close it out.
You get to pick again, Player 1. In 1972, the new Washington Senators moved west and became this team. Let's hear it, Player 1.
Who are the... Let's go with the... Who are the... let's say for the Texas Rangers.
Hey, you're right. Hey, you're on the plus side. Player 1, back to you.
I'll take historic women for 200.
This Secretary of State, whose first name is from a musical term, had originally planned to be a concert pianist. Player 1.
Who is Condoleezza Rice?
Right you are.
400, please. Story
Choose
woman.
again, player 1. Shortly after her disappearance, her publisher, husband George Putnam, released Last Flight, containing her diaries.
Who is Amelia Earhart?
Player 1. Good for you.
Historic woman for 600.
Select again. The Moses of her people. She helped hundreds of slaves escape along the Underground Railroad.
Who's Harriet Tubman?
It's player 1.
Or not Harriet Beecher Stowe. I haven't said Harriet Tubman. I still got it wrong.
Correct response. We're talking about Harriet Tubman.
That's why I even heard said her name.
Please pick again.
It's okay, it's okay.
She met her beloved teacher Anne Sullivan in 1887.
Who is Helen Keller?
You got it.
Let's close it out.
Player 1. This first American woman in space heads a company geared to girls who are interested in science and math. It's player 1.
Who is Sally Ride?
That is correct. You again.
Insect Invasion 200.
Responsible for millions of cases of malaria each year, the Anopheles variety of this insect is one deadly bug.
What is the mosquito?
Let's hear it, player 1. Right.
400. Insect Invasion.
Player 1. You pick again. About 300,000 people in Africa suffer from sleeping sickness, spread by the tsetse variety of this insect.
What's a fly?
Okay, player 1. Correct.
Let's go for 600, please.
Select again.
Daily Double.
It's the Daily Double.
I'd like to make it a true Daily Double, please.
You are in the lead. What do you? Okay, here is the clue. There are 20,000 known species of these insects, including social, parasitic, and killer types.
What are bees?
Congratulations, you're still
Insect
in first.
Invasion 800.
Player 1. Puny nickname for various insects of the family Sciaridae. Yes, player 1.
What is gnat?
Right.
1,000, please.
Player 1. Of the 1 million species of insects, more than 300,000 are of this type, including the ladybug. Player 1.
What are beetles?
Yes.
Okay, Inti Fresh for 200, please.
Please pick again, player 1. Hue or dye. Yes, player 1.
Hue or dye. What is tint?
Yes.
Inti Fresh 400.
We return to you. A thin piece of rigid material to maintain a body part in a fixed position. Player 1.
What's a splint?
That's correct.
Let's have Inti Fresh for 600.
You get to pick again. A short race at full speed.
What is sprint?
It's player 1. Right.
Inti Fresh for 800.
Player 1. 5-letter word for gleaming brightness or luster. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is glint?
Good.
1,000, please.
Choose again, player 1. To look with the eyes partly closed.
What is squint?
Okay, player 1. You are correct.
$10,000 right now. Mythology 200.
Some say his 12 labors were penance for killing his wife Megara and their children.
Who is?
Let's hear it. Player
Hercules! Mythology for 400.
Player 1. Jupiter is the Roman equivalent of this Greek god. Player 1.
Who is? Zeus.
That's correct.
Mythology for 600.
You again, player 1. She was given a box and told not to open it. She did, releasing the world's evil, but shut it before hope could escape.
Well, who is Pandora?
It's player 1. Yep.
800, same category.
Player 1. Here's Kelly with the clue.
According to Greek myth, this monster depicted here 8 people who could not answer its riddle.
What's a sphinx?
Okay, Player 1. Yes.
Let's have mythology for 1,000.
Player 1. This Greek sea god could cause springs to flow and create storms with a flourish of his trident.
Who is Poseidon?
Yes, Player 1. Good.
Yo, Jimmy, 200.
Choose again, Player 1. In the comics, Jimmy Olsen was this hero's cub reporter pal.
Who is Superman?
Let's hear it, Player 1. That is correct. You get to pick again. A book by former President Jimmy Carter compared Israel's treatment of Palestinians to this policy of white South Africa. Okay, Player 1.
What is Jim Crow? Or apartheid? Let's try apartheid instead.
You got it.
I think I did. 6.
Please pick again. From 1957 to 1971, Jimmy Hoffa was the president of this labor union.
What is Teamsters?
It's Player 1. Right.
800.
Player 1. Pick again. The Jimmy was a popular SUV from this American automaker. Player 1.
What is General Motors?
Good. And now the $1,000 clue. He's Jerry Lee Lewis's famous evangelist cousin.
Who's Jimmy Swaggart?
Yes, Player 1.
That'll put me at $16,000.
Correct. Player 2 is going first in Double Jeopardy when we come back following this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Flowers. Related words. The Olympic Games. LA story. U.S. city history. And nasal passages. Player 2. You go first in this Double Jeopardy round. You might have to get as high as 20 feet off the ground to win a medal in this field event.
What is the high jump?
Let's hear it, Player 1.
Oh,
Nope.
nah.
Sorry. Any other takers? Yes, Player 3. That's
Hold on, yeah. Alright.
We return to you, Player 3. In the Olympic 400-meter relay final, this many runners compete together as a team. It's Player 1.
What is 2?
Oh, sorry.
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Well, dang it.
Player 2.
Is it 4?
That's right.
4, yeah.
Player 2, back to you for our next selection. Next to the marathon, it's the longest running event in the Summer Olympics. Okay, Player 1.
What is 10,000 meters?
That is correct.
There we go. Now we're on to something.
You get to pick again.
1,600. Ooh.
Answer.
Let's go for 4,000 only.
Two daily doubles. And you're in the lead now. What will it be? Answer this. Norway's Andreas Torkelsen won a 2008 gold medal by throwing this 90.57 meters.
I'm going to say what's a discus.
However, you keep
Oh, well.
lead. The correct response is the javelin.
Oh, okay. Javelin, got it.
You again, Player 1. And here's Kelly.
Led by Angel de Maria, this South American powerhouse won its second consecutive gold in men's soccer at the 2008 Games.
Player 1.
What is Brazil?
Sorry, that's
Oh,
wrong.
man.
Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Argentina.
Argentina. All right.
Player 1.
Let's have flowers for 400.
This country isn't out of kilter, with the thistle as its national flower.
What is
Player 1.
Scotland?
Yes. Please pick again.
Flowers 800.
On March 22nd, 1994, the Dutch ambassador to the United States gave her a new tulip named for her. It's Player 1.
Who is Nancy Reagan?
No.
Dang it.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we wanted. Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Oh, Hillary Rodham Clinton. Okay. 1200.
Player 1. Singularly speaking, the bright blue cornflower is known as this button.
What's a bachelor button?
Let's hear it, Player 1. That's correct.
1600 flowers.
Player 1. Also called galanthus. It's among the earliest garden flowers to blossom in spring. Yes, Player 1.
I'll just say, what is the crocus?
Sorry.
Dang it.
Any other takers? Player 2.
Snowdrop.
Right.
Okay.
Player 2. You pick again, please. Bloom forms of this large hardy perennial include spoon, quill, and pom-pom. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is the chrysanthemum?
Yep.
There we go.
We return to you.
How about LA Story 400?
Sam the Eagle was created by the Disney Company for this event, held in Los Angeles in 1984.
What are the Summer Olympics?
Yes, Player 1. Good.
LA Story 800.
Select again. Microphones, TV sets, masks, phonographs, and movie cameras symbolize stars' specialties on its Walk of Fame.
What is Hollywood?
Okay, Player 1.
Hollywood Boulevard.
Yes.
1200, please. LA Story.
Player 1. This school is the oldest private university in California and the largest private employer in Los Angeles. It's Player 1.
I'm going to say, what is Caltech?
That's not it. Anyone else? Okay, Player 2.
USC?
Yes.
Yeah.
Select again. An observatory and a park in Los Angeles are named not for a birth of a nation director, but rather a colonel with this surname. Player 1.
What is Griffith? Who's Griffith?
Correct.
LA Story 2000.
Please pick again. Docents at LA's Page Museum are in a sticky situation. La brea means this substance in Spanish.
What is tar?
Let's hear it, Player 1. That's it.
Nasal passages 400.
Player 1. And there in the wood a piggy-wig stood, with a ring at the end of his nose, in the poem about this bird and a feline.
What is an owl?
It's Player 1. You are correct.
Let's have nasal passages for 800.
You get to pick again. Truly that nose is the glorious cross he bears, is said of this romantic restaurant hero.
Who is Cyrano de Bergerac?
Yes, Player 1. Right you are.
Let's have nasal passages 1200. Oh, there's the other daily double. I'll go all in this time. Why not?
And you have the lead. And the daily double clue. To see what is in front of one's nose needs a constant struggle, wrote this man in 1946. Not in 1984.
Who's George Orwell?
That puts you
$32,000 right now.
You again, Player 1. Lightly was her slender nose tip-tilted like the petal of a flower. This lord wrote in Idylls of the King.
Who is Lord Byron?
Player 1? No.
The other one.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about Lord Tennyson.
Oh, Lord Tennyson, yeah.
We
2,000 nasal passages.
A Pascal Pensée. If the nose of this queen had been shorter, the whole face of the world would have been changed. Okay, Player 1.
Who is Elizabeth?
No. Anyone else care to try to come up with the correct response? Yes, Player 3. Yeah, good.
Cleopatra. Alright.
Player 3, back to you.
U.S. city history. Alright.
This Missouri city wasn't named for Scott or Janice, but for the Reverend Harris G., an early settler there.
What is Joplin?
Let's hear it, Player 1.
Alright.
Player 1.
Let's have U.S. city history.
2 months before the Declaration of Independence, the Rhode Island Independence Act was signed in this city.
What is Philadelphia?
It's Player 1.
Or what is Providence?
Right.
U.S. city history for
We return to you. It was Arizona's territorial capital from 1867 to 1877, and a university was founded there in 1885. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is Tucson?
Good for you.
U.S. city history for 1600, please.
Player 1. Back Indianapolis was laid out in a wheel pattern inspired by this other major city some 500 miles away.
What is Daytona?
Player 1.
Or no. Some 500 miles away. Let's say what's Washington, D.C.
Oh, you're right.
There we go. Alright.
You again, Player 1. It was uninhabited when it was chosen as a territorial capital in 1836 and named for a president who died that year. Yes, Player 1.
What is Jefferson City? Or, well, Madison. Who's Madison?
That is
Good thing I changed it.
Player 1.
Related words 400.
Park was originally an enclosed place. This related word still means an enclosure for racehorses. Okay, Player 1.
What is a pasture?
No, that's not that. Anyone else? Here's what we were looking for. A paddock.
Oh, paddock. Okay. 800.
Please pick again, Player 1. Culprit, meaning the guilty party, evolved from this adjective meaning guilty. It's Player 1.
What is culpable?
You are correct.
1200.
Player 1. Fabricate is related to this verb that can mean to write something fraudulent, like a signature.
What is forge?
Player 1. Right, you
1600.
are. You get to pick again. As score can mean to cut, it makes sense that it's from the same root as this word for big scissors. Okay, Player 1.
What are shears? What is shears?
That is correct.
Last clue.
Now let's take a look at that $2,000 clue, shall we? To do this to something is to make it holy, a word from the same root. Yes, Player 1.
What is hail?
Sorry.
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? The correct response is to hallow. Congratulations to all of you. You'll be continuing on to Final Jeopardy when we come back. Here's the final Jeopardy category. Championship sports. Please enter your wager. Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. The final Jeopardy clue is as follows. In 2007, this university became the first to hold national titles in both football and basketball in the same year.
Hope I'm right.
Let's see your response.
Texas, my state.
Sorry.
Oh, and I got it wrong.
Score by
$1,205, so you dropped to $1,195.
Did you come up with the correct response?
Texas,
And that will set you back.
1,050, so you dropped down to 1550 or 2550. I'm sorry.
What did you put as your response?
I also said Texas.
And that will cost you
14,400, so I dropped to 21,200.
Here's the response we were looking for. Florida.
Florida. Oh, okay.
Congratulations, player one. You're the winner.
So I still win 21,200, and I have a 9-game win total of $1,371,071. And I'll see you all for that next video.